Jimmy Buffett, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Let's play through all the different sections of the song right off the top here. After that, I'll go back through, give you a little more guidance if you need the extra explanation. Please help out the channel, hit that subscription button. Be doing me a big favor, and I come out with a lot of videos. You don't want to miss it. Alright, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Let's do it. Okay, so we get this initial section here, which is good for the intro. The tail end of this happens at that middle interlude, and this also happens at the very end of the song. So quite a few parts that this will cover. We'll kick it off here with a B minor chord. All right, 2 on the A, 4 on the D and the G, 3 on the B, with the 2 on the high E. Okay, and it's going to be kind of a specific strumming pattern here. With this, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just quickly. Alright, and from there, the first time, just come off to an A chord. Alright, and then we'll come back to that B chord, strum it the same way, and then to a G chord. And then finish it by doing the same strum. And now we go an A chord to a D chord. We just let that D chord go. Alright, into the verse pattern here. We'll get a couple sections that repeat throughout this. Kind of a trick note here. The very first time we get into it, play this first G chord, we kind of skip a beat. Just kind of a hinky thing that they do in there. So skip that first beat there, and then we'll just get to the G chord, give it a count. Alright, then we go right to an A chord. Finish the measure with that, and then we'll go to a D chord for a full measure. Alright, and then we would repeat the G, A, D 3 times, but only that first time did we kind of skip that beat. So then we would just do a couple counts of G, couple counts of A, and then 4 counts of D. Alright, so go through that 3 times. Then we'll get into an E chord for a full measure. A chord full measure. Alright, then we get back into our G, A, D pattern again. Alright, we'll act like we're going to do it again. Do the G and A, but instead of that D, go to a B minor. Alright, and then this next section repeats as well. It's just that split measure of G and D. So a couple counts of G, a couple counts of D. Okay, go through it 3 times. Alright, and then just cap the whole thing off with a split measure, a couple counts of A, couple counts of D. All right, chorus comes along, and it does that same thing in the verse where the very first time we do our GAD, we skip that first beat. All right, it's that same initial progression, couple counts of G, couple of A, then the full D there. But like I said, that first time we hit it, we skip that first part because it's supposed to be right on the money with the cheeseburger part. Okay, we hit G at the cheese, A at the burger. All right, and then when we get to the D chord, we can actually add a little something extra you can hear in there where he's doing more of a little blues riff. All right, so you can stick with the D chord if you like, whatever you want to do, but you can also do this little riff where, we hit most of the D chord, the open D, 2G, 3B, but we add, a couple strums there and then do the 4 on the G for that little blues pattern and then come back off to the 2. So it's... All right, so if you want to throw that in there, that's cool. But you go through the GAD 3 times, skip the beat on the first one, and then it's almost like the verse progression, but we just took that middle chunk out. All right, we go to the very end and we do the split measure of G and D, and then the split measure A and D. All right, when we get to the very last chorus, we would repeat that G, D, A, D. We would do that 3 times just to really emphasize it, right? Now we can get into the slide solo. All right, bust out that slide. Let's get rocking here. For the most part, this is going to be played on the B and the E strings. Okay. We're going to slide up to 10s on the B and E. Okay, slide those 10s down to 5, which comes back up to 7, and then go back down to 5s. All right, from there, we slide 5B up to 7, and then hit the 5E. All right, next section, we'll repeat this section twice. Slide up to those 10s, and then we go 12s back down to 10. All right, and then we take the 12E, slide that to 14. Do that a couple times. Then we take it higher, come up to 15, slide that to 14s, come to the 15s up to 17s. All right, and then we go 15s, 14s to 10s. Get to have some more slide riffs at the outro here and the ending. It does this a couple times in the last 2 repeated sections of the final chorus. We'll be at 10 on the B, slide it up to 12, back down to 10. Okay, then we do 7s on the B and E, back up to 10. Okay, go through that a couple times. Right, and at the very end, when it's doing, that intro riff, okay, that section, the slide's kind of following along here. We're going to come way high. We go up to 19s on the B and E. Slide up to it, hit it, slide it down to 17s. Okay, and we do the same thing up to 19s, and then we slide that down to 15s. All right, come back up to the 19s, hit it, slide it down to 17, and then down to 10s. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.